Last time we counted off 6 exemplary Americans to celebrate the 4th of July, but we only briefly touched upon America's other most exemplary feature, our reputation as giant assholes. I may be I, and we're counting off 6 times in anime where America was the bad guy. As a rule, we are not counting any story that takes place in America where other Americans are the villains. Naturally, there will be spoilers for the following shows. When peaceful sentient alien cat girls touched down in Okinawa on cultural exchange, you'd think that this would have absolutely no bearing on foreign relations. Turns out that not only does this agitate America, they are also sending armed forces to abduct the non-violent cat girls. The CIA dispatches an agent to train a potential teenage recruit, and her first assignment is to assassinate the alien ambassador. Why? What does America gain from assassinating the alien cat girls? Are they interested in the Catgirls technology? Are they afraid that the Catgirls will threaten them? I'm betting this is phase 2 of America's long-standing crusade against all things moe. Thousands of players were trapped in the virtual reality MMO Sword Art Online. After that fiasco, a new company called RTT Progress Incorporated developed a brand new VR MMO, determined to never repeat SAO's tragedy. By instead pursuing a different tragedy by taking 300 of the comatose SAO players to perform mind control experiments on them. This was an executive decision by RTT's CEO, Nobuyuki Sugo, who was endorsed by America to transform Alfheim Online into a VR mind control app. I'm not even sure what America needs mind control for since we already have Fox News for that, but at least they're considerate enough to outsource the research to Japan. There are evil Japanese scientists out there that are not getting the most out of their degrees.
ゲートはフロンティアだ。あの向こうにあるのは手つかずの資源。すべては宝の山だというのに。
When a portal to a fantasy dimension opens in Japan, the Japanese self-defense force deftly and expertly handles the situation and begins establishing diplomatic relations with the fantasy kingdoms. The rest of the world's government seemed to be upset about Japan's new ally, but America was especially miffed. A brand new world, verdant and green, the splendor of nature intact and ripe to be exploited for its resources. And Japan gets it all to themselves? They might have oil! Hey, I have an idea. Let's send in our armed forces to infiltrate and assassinate the magic ambassadors. That worked so well with the cat girls.
Mom!
あなたの歌よりも銃弾ははるかに早く躊躇なく命を奪う。
The world of Symphogear is under constant threat from transdimensional monsters called the Noise. And the only known weapon that can fight against them are the music-powered relic armors called Symphogears. Our magical singing battle pop stars have to fight against immortal alchemists, crazed scientists, rival Symphogears, and of course, Americans. The land of the free does not have a good track record of cooperating with the heroines. Sometimes they straight up assassinate Japanese politicians. Sometimes they're throwing orphans into a lab and shooting them full of drugs to make them sing better. Sometimes they're conspiring with a reincarnated ancient priestess in a ploy to weaponize the Noise. Or sometimes they're just done fucking with relics and Symphogears and decide that the best way to fight the Noise is with American guns. Yeah, let's see how well that turned out for them.
この国は常に敵を必要としている。敵がいるからこそ国民が団結し、アメリカという理想を体現する国家が成り立っている。
つまり恐怖と幻想こそがアメリカ合衆国の本質ということですね。
Things aren't easy for Saya Otonashi, an immortal schoolgirl samurai who was capable of defeating the Chiroptero the werebats. Especially when Saya's sister Diva is out for her blood, and is creating werebats left and right just to give her hell. Saya eventually tracks Diva down to America, where Diva's pharmaceutical company is conspiring with the American government to spread a virus that selectively turns people into werebats, in order for America to proliferate the use of their special anti-werebat super soldiers. And because Diva can make werebats appear whenever and wherever she wants, the US government can start strong-arming other nations by turning their people into werebats and then refusing to deploy the anti-werebat soldiers unless they comply with the government's demands. And you thought Martin Scarelli was bad.
それに異国の船は即刻打ち払いというお触れが出とりますゆえ。
Fuck them!
America doesn't just antagonize Japan in fiction. In 1853, America used gunboat diplomacy and displays of naval power in order to intimidate Japan into accepting trade negotiations for the first time. This historical act was carried out by American Commodore Matthew Perry. No, not the guy from Friends. And is an important event in Japanese history. But Samurai Champloo doesn't really give a shit about history, so instead the American colonists force a trade negotiation through a game of baseball. You thought Commodore Perry was an asshole for firing off cannons near a fishing village to scare the locals? Fictional Admiral Joy Cartwright beanballs a dog just to win a baseball game! What an asshole! Who does that shit? And those were the 6 times America was the bad guy. Hopefully this doesn't ruin the taste of hot dogs and cheap beer for anyone. Know any other scumbag Americans in anime? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to check out our other shows, like our new show, Try to Recall, where we struggle to remember the plots of old games. I may be I, and happy July, everyone.